Knights Within. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Knights Within is a 1 to 4 player blend between third-person shooter and melee hack and slash with roguelike elements. Design custom loadouts, navigate procedurally generated levels, and utilize random power-ups. Can you survive endless waves of enemies to ensure humanity's survival? This is a 1 to 4 player hacky slashy shootery roguelite. It's a bit Risk of Rainy. There's a few games you can kind of look at this and think, oh yeah, it's a bit like that. I think it's at the minute it's £13.50. I think it's on special though. I don't know what the full price is going to be, but it's in early access. First thing I want to say is the only bug that we really found in this was a connection bug when we tried to get 4 people in. There was a version mismatch, but then the person reinstalled the game and was still getting it. Then they got in, then they got out, and shook it all about. It needs some work on the connection issues. And the version problems that we were having. Once you get into the game, the first thing you're greeted with is a bad UI and awful graphics. That's going to put a lot of people off, which is a shame because the game's quite fun. It's currently 97% positive on Steam, almost overwhelmingly positive. But it's hardly got any reviews because not many people have even heard about it. So I'm doing my part, having played this for 3 hours in solo and in multiplayer, just to say what I think. The game itself, you are a knight with a gun. You're a knight with a big sword, the full armor, and a gun, quite a decent gun as well. And you are going into this world full of spirits, guys. And you have to activate these beacons as you run around. And every time you activate a beacon, it will give you a little mini quest to do, which it's all procedurally generated, so you don't know what you're going to get. It might be defend that beacon for, I don't know, maybe it's a minute. It may be to keep pressing on it every few seconds to send signals somewhere or to download something. Lots of different little scenarios that you have to do. If you succeed, you will be rewarded with a buff. You buy the buff with the currency you get by finding chests in the open world or by picking up loot that the enemies drop when you kill them. The buffs are pretty decent. Because you can get a lot of them as you're going around uncovering these beacons. They will improve your shields because you do have a shield and you have regeneration of the shield and health. Now when you're in a mission you have to complete 6 of these beacons before you're allowed to extract out. Now at that point you've got a choice. You can continue and play and do another 6 beacons against progressively harder enemies, or you can escape now with your loot. So you have to do a bit of a gamble. We did a bit of both. On the early levels, we kind of just left and cashed in our progressive chips because you do get a currency that you can bring out of the game to, this is the roguelike elements, where you can make yourself more powerful. You can buy upgrades for your gun, you can buy armor upgrades, you can buy your sword upgrades and things like that. And you get these special weapons that you can deploy as well, which are very powerful. However, the real fun kicks in after you stay in, after the first 6 beacons, because it really ramps up to craziness. You will be zerged by shit tons of these spirits in ever increasing difficulty as well. Some of them fire green shit, there's some purple shit, orange, there's all kinds of coloured shit that gets fired at you. And you have to be on your toes because you can easily get cornered by backing off too far, not knowing where you're going, and get zerged. The special ability I brought was a big AoE, which was very handy when there's a lot of people smashing your face in. Volty brought in this like green laser that just fires in a straight line and can be devastating because a lot of the enemies run at you in a straight line, and if you can get lined up perfectly, you can take out a hell of a lot. And Gary, he brought in this spear that you smash into the ground and it does a bit of an AoE stun, which again was very, very handy. There's boss fights every 6 levels, every 6 beacons, should I say. They're very spongy. They take a lot of damage before they take you down, and they can dish out a lot of damage. Luckily, you can call in airstrikes, airdrops. You can bring in ammunition. You can bring in health kits and things. And there's a whole upgrade list that you can buy with, again, the currency you earn in the maps to get bigger and better drops that you can bring in, support drops, if you like, while you're in the game. There's cosmetics you can buy. There's all sorts of stuff that you can buy to upgrade. It's one of them games you'll just keep doing a few rounds here, a few rounds there, come out, spend your money, get more powerful, go back in, harder difficulty. You'll unlock new levels with harder quests. That's the way the game actually works. It's in early access. It needs yeah, lots more content, but it is fun. I can see why it's 97%. It's a fun little game. Certainly way better in co-op than it is in single player. Single player, I kind of felt myself getting a bit zerged. So there you go, guys. Another quickie from Mac. This is called... oh shit, what's it called? Knights Within. That's right. Damn.